there's actually a small amount of Star Wars fans that act so fucking childish. It actually makes me physically nauseous. What's up, guys? Ali here. I was going to do one of my Force Friday fun videos today, but this whole week, the last 2 weeks, I have been bottling, well, this past week, I've been bottling this up for so fucking long to, like my body and my mind want me to make this video. I decided to not make, I was actually making a video today and I'm like, you know what, I'm going to talk about this because it pisses me off. It makes me so infuriating to what's happening with the fandom attacking a small part of the fandom, I'd say. Attacking an actor or actress, DMing her, harassing her, to the point where she has to leave the internet completely, social media completely, because people didn't like her character in the Star Wars movie, The Last Jedi. Do you understand how childish that sounds? Like, oh my gosh, I don't like this character, so I'm gonna, ruin this person's life? Like, try to do it? Are you kidding me? I've never been more infuriated by my own fandom. The so-called Star Wars fans that decide to attack this girl. From what I've seen, Kelly Marie Tran seems like a loving, beautiful woman who was so unbelievably excited to be able to be part of this universe, this Star Wars universe. Just unbelievably excited for a dream job. Like that, it's a dream job for her. Probably for any of us fans, it would have been a dream job. And first of all, I want to say, you're a fucking liar if you wouldn't be hyped or excited to have a role in the Star Wars universe. Even regardless if you even if you think that you thought her character was useless, I bet you all 100% that you guys would have taken that character and you guys would have been proud and would have been happy about that character. So it sounds a little hypocritical for you to bash her and tell her character's useless and stuff, and continuously tell her that her character is useless. She was crying, unbelievably happy at the Last Jedi premiere and everything. I saw her so proud of her character and everything. Now, me personally, I loved The Last Jedi. I liked where the story was going. I liked everything about that movie. I liked Rose. I liked her character. She was a fun character. She brought for me. She brought a little bit of comedy. But I know people that didn't like her character, that didn't like The Last Jedi. They didn't agree with the story and where it was going. They didn't like Rose. But the thing is, they said their opinions, what they wanted to say about, I didn't like Rose. I didn't like The Last Jedi and stuff. I didn't like where it was going and everything. I didn't like her character. And then they moved on. They moved on. It's just so stupid that people would be harassing her. An actor or actress that portrayed a character. She's not the fucking character. Oh my gosh. You're a bunch of asshats. Whoever's harassed, what would you get out of that to harass a person like that? Does it make you feel good about yourself? Does it make you feel happy? Throughout the day, walking throughout the day, he's like, yeah, I made this girl fucking cry and leave social media and leave the internet because of what I said about her character. Do you really feel good about that? It's just like, it's so unbelievably stupid to the point where it's nauseating to me to think that people in my fandom who call themselves so-called Star Wars fans can't just, say their piece and then move on with their day. You do realize that it is fiction, right? It's just a story. It's just escapism. To escape a little bit from our mundane lives. To the people who are messing with her life just because you didn't like her character, need to get a life. That you genuinely need to go out and get a life and try to do something with your life. Then sitting down, or whatever you're doing, on your phone, typing with your fingers, just to harass somebody because you didn't like their character. And for people, first of all, and for people who keep saying that she's worse than Jar Jar, nothing's worse than Jar Jar. Nothing can ever come close to Jar Jar. I just can't. I can't comprehend why they must have honestly really shitty lives or something to be able to to continuously have to attack Kelly through social media, through the DMs on Instagram and everything. She decided to completely delete her Instagram account, I believe, or she just deleted all of her photos and everything. It's one thing to be disappointed in something, not like something, and then another point of just being an asshole, an asshat, a little shit, a little piece of shit. Because you didn't like a character. because you didn't like some of the story that was being told. It just sounds so stupid. It just sounds so childish. Not even like childish, because there's a... I mean, I think that kids would know what's right and what's wrong. It's just people who are morons, I'd like to say. It's like, I genuinely, for the people who can't handle, like, not handle, but who can't speak their opinion in a good light, I would want to say, and have to just hate on somebody because of the character they portrayed, is extremely sad to me. And genuinely, in my heart and in my head, people who just straight up attack somebody because of their character that they portrayed, listen, they portrayed them. They're not the character. They portrayed them. I can't believe or accept that they are fans. I can't. I genuinely just can't for some reason in my head. I understand if people dislike things or dislike characters or dislike where the story goes. But when somebody just completely attacks somebody to the point where they get depressed and feel shitty about themselves, I can't think of them as a fan of the franchise. I can't do it. I honestly feel infuriated, but more along the lines of sad and depressed that there is a small fraction of this. Listen, it's a small fraction of fans portraying themselves as just a bunch of assholes. It's starting to make this fandom not so great to be in. I still feel proud to be a fan of this franchise. I'm happy to be a fan of this franchise. But it's not as huge as it was, honestly. It's just so heartbreaking, and it's just sad that Kelly has to go through this. And I know a lot of people go through this. But to Kelly, I hope you're okay. The fans love you. A lot of fans love you. I love you. I hope that one day I can see you at a con, at a convention, and just give you the biggest hug in the world. I love you, girl. A lot of people love you. A whole lot of people love you. And I hope that you'll just come back stronger than before. And to the so-called, I keep doing this because so-called Star Wars fans, if you don't want to change from what you do as like harassing, say, Kelly or any other actor or actress or anybody who portrays a character, If you don't want to change and just continue being an asshole, or a piece of shit, an asshat, a fucking moron, if you want to change, that's fine. If you don't want to change, this is from the bottom of my heart, please just leave the fandom. Just leave. And just don't say it. Like, don't express your opinion. And just don't be a part of this fandom if you just want to continue being an asshole. Harassing people to the point where they get depressed and scared. Like Kelly. To where she has to delete everything on social media. Basically everything on social media. The fandom would be a lot better without you. And I'm not saying for people who dislike things and stuff. I'm fine with that. You can dislike things, whatever you want. But say your opinions and move on. Don't continuously harass somebody. I'm fine with people. I mean, obviously I'm fine with people expressing their opinions about things. About The Last Jedi. About Solo, a Star Wars story. About characters that are portrayed. There's one thing to be a critical fan. I'm cool with that. Be a critical fan. That's good. That's good for the fandom. That's good for the business and for the people who run the companies. It's good. Critical fans. Critical Star Wars fans. But there's another thing of just being an asshole about it. And for the people who just want to be assholes about it and to continue to harass people, just leave. Just leave the fandom. Please. I'm genuinely asking that just please leave the fandom. That's all that I wanted to say. We had the best. I honestly thought that we had the best fans. I thought honestly that we were the best fans in the galaxy. But honestly, I don't feel like that at all anymore. I don't feel that anymore. I hope that it does change and everything. But again, that is it for this one. Peace and love. Peace and love. And may the Force be with you always.